Hello everyone, my name is Oscar Gonzalez. I am here from my living room doing a complete full body chair workout for all of you today and for any day you wish to do this. All you will need is a chair, a mat, or a bath towel works great. And if you don't want to utilize the chair, you can also use a yoga block to place your feet on top, or you can honestly just grab a stack of books. Either will work perfectly fine, and I'll show the different variations. Like I said, this is a full body chair workout. It targets everything. So I will go through all of the cues, I will demonstrate, I will do it all with you. So let's get started. So we will start with 40 jumping jacks. If you are not good with jumping jacks, we'll just do some reach lunges. So you'll go up, circle, and go into a nice squat. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Going through all the way, 1 without arching that back. I'm going to go into 30 jumping jacks and then do 10 of the reach squats. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Reach and squat. Reach and squat. 3 and squat. 4 and squat. 5 and squat. 6 and squat. 7 and squat. 8 and squat. 9 and squat. And 10 and squat. Awesome job. We're going to keep our feet a little bit wider than hip width apart, parallel facing directly forward. Start with head isolations, going to your right, just mirror me. We go 1, over 2, over 3, over 4, over 5, over 6, over 7, over 8, over 9, 10. Going down 1, up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, to your right, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Half circles to your right, down and right, down and left, down, over, down. 4 more, and down, and over, down, and over, down, and over, down, all the way around. Go down, to the right, to the back, to the left, and 1, 2, and 3. Other way, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4. Shoulders going back, shoulder roll 1, and 2, and 3, and coming forward. 1, and 2, and 3, and going back. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Forward. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Rolling forward, using the top of the head, going through the neck, going through each vertebrae, rolling all the way down, bending the knees, reaching down towards the ground, stretching the legs, the back of the knees, bending again, and rolling up, 1 vertebrae at a time. The neck and the head are the very last thing to come up. And 1 more time. Head, neck, shoulders, spine, through. Stretch the knees. And bend. Rolling up. Roll 1 vertebrae at a time. Neck and head are the very last thing. Perfect. Going into a right lunge. Your right leg goes in front, the left one goes behind. Try to stretch the back leg from behind the knee, keeping the front knee in line with your heel. So you do not want to go over that big toe. Don't want to create stress on that knee. And stretch back, stretch behind the knees, toes facing the direction that you're facing. And take it back into that lunge. One more time. And stretching one more time. Taking it to the center. Toes facing forward. Bend the knees. And stretch from behind the knees. And bend the knees. Taking it to the other side. Left leg in front, right leg behind you. Stretching from behind the knee, making sure that the knee is in line with the heel. All the way through. And stretching back, stretching behind the knees. Toes facing that same direction. And back into that lunge. And one last time, stretching back, making sure that we're breathing, and taking it back to the center, bending the knees one last time, relaxing the arms and the head, rolling up one vertebrae at a time, head and the neck are the very last things to roll up. Awesome, we're almost there. So, like I said before, all you need is a chair and a yoga block, or instead of the yoga block, you can do a stack of books. I'm going to adjust my screen just so that you can see me. Perfect. So this is a complete full body chair workout. I kind of grabbed a few elements from floor bar, from stretch and conditioning, and then decided it would be a full body workout if we used a chair and we had to hold our own weight. One big thing is that if you start getting a little bit of pain in your low back, then that means you're arching your back. You want to make sure that your belly button is pressing into your spine the entire time. So having a little bit of a curvature in the low back is best, so that you don't put any stress on that low back. So at any moment, if you need to take a small little break, you can come down, bring your knees into your chest, and stretch that low back, and then just readjust that low back so that there's no arch. You can use the chair for a full body workout. Either way, it's going to be a full body workout. So I will demonstrate how we are going to work. You just place your feet in a turned out position, so toes facing away from the center of the body, so inner thigh rotation all the way out, and you're just gonna, arms are gonna be in a low V, and you're gonna press your entire body up in the air, so you're in one straight line, one plane all the way throughout. So your low back and mid back are off the ground, and so are your glutes and your legs definitely on the chair. If this is too much of a workout, too much stress on your body, then you can go into using your yoga block or a stack of books. Works the exact same way. And all you would do is place your block on the ground or your stack of books. Same concept, still lifting the glutes and the legs off the ground and still holding yourself up. You're just not at a super inclined angle so that you have all that stress. So with that said, and obviously your bottled water so that we can rest in between. As we're going through the workout, we will have some workout exercises where we will go into a push-up position. So what we will do is we will put our feet onto the chair, go into that push-up position, and we will just bend. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stretch 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bend 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stretch 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll have those throughout the entire workout. So let's get started. We will start with just getting comfortable with the chair and lifting the body up off of the ground, really engaging the core, really lengthening through the back, really lengthening through the back of the head, pressing that energy. We're going to work with a flexed foot position, so no pointed feet, all flexed, except for when we're on doing our push-ups on the chair. You want that energy to pull out through the heels of the feet and from the top of the head. So we will start with our feet on the chair. Breathing is very essential. We'll just take a deep breath in and exhale and lift. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the inner thighs, stretch behind the knees, press into the floor using the backs of your arms so that you have that nice opposition of lifting the body and pressing into the ground. And then we will lower 2, 3, 4. Deep breath in and exhale, lift. And finding that one more time, pressing the belly button into the spine, really engaging the glutes, squeezing the inner thighs, rotating the inner thighs so you have that nice turned out position, pressing the feet into the chair and lowering back down. Take a deep breath in and exhale, lift the entire body in one piece, really making sure that you're stabilizing the hips, stabilizing the pelvis, really engaging that core, engaging those glutes, and lower back down. Take a deep breath in and exhale, lift, 2, 3, 4, and returning back. Nice job. And lift, 2, 3, 4, and lower back. 2. We will do 4 more. Lifting, 2, 3, 4, and lower, 2, 3, 4. Engaging the core, 1, 2, 3, 4, and lower, 2, 3, 4. 2 more, and lift, 2, 3, 4, and lower, 2, 3, 4. And lifting one last time, engaging, squeezing the glutes, squeezing the inner thighs, squeezing the belly button into the spine, and breathing all at the same time, and lower back 2. Perfect. We're going to continue. We're going to move into the exercise. So we're going to lift up, and then you're going to pulse the hips and the pelvis up. Very, very small, just engaging the glutes, the inner thighs, pretty much engaging everything. Take a deep breath in, 2, 3, 4, and lift the entire body. And we go 1, lift, 2, lift, 3, lift, 4, lift, 5, lift, 6, lift, 7, lift, 8, lift, and lower back down, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Make sure we're breathing all the way throughout, really pressing into the floor and into the chair with your feet. 1 more set. We lift up, 2, 3, 4, and we lift 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Lower back, 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. We're going to do 1 last set, and then we will move on to our next exercise. And deep breath in, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, lift, 2, 3. 8 pulses. We go 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and lower back down. Perfect. We're going to do 1 more set for my more advanced students. We will do arms in first position, so below the chest, above the belly button. Feels kind of weird doing this on your back. And we will do the exact same exercise and lifting up, leaving the arms here. So really neutralizing the pelvis using the core and the glutes. Take a deep breath in, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, lift, 2, 3, 4. Pressing up, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and lower. Very nice. Bring the knees into the chest. Feel that nice little stretch in the glutes. Round over if you'd like. Feel that nice stretch in the low back. Make sure we're breathing all the way throughout. Perfect. And we're going to go on to our next exercise. So our feet are still flexed in a turned out position. So your toes are facing away from the center of the body, really pressing through the floor. Arms in a low V. If you want to be a little bit more daring in these exercises, you can do arms in a T, no higher than your shoulders, and you can either do palms pressing down, or you can do palms facing up, which is a little bit harder, or you could do arms in first position. I will let you figure out which one you would like to do. I'll change it up a little bit, but if you want more stability, arms in a low V is going to be your best bet. So all we're going to do is we're going to lift up, 2, 3, 4. You're going to stabilize on that left leg, and you're going to lift with your right leg. We're going to do 8 lifts with the right. We'll go lift 1, return, 2, return, 3, return. And so you want to make sure that you keep the rotation in the inner thighs throughout the entire exercise. You don't want to roll in the feet, keeping that rotation all the way through. Here we go. And deep breath in, 2, 3, 4, and lift the pelvis, 2, 3, 4. Starting with our right leg. Right goes 1, and return, and 2, and return, and 3, and return, and 4, and return, and 5, and return, and 6, and return, and 7, and return, and 8, going right into the other side. Left and return, 2 and return, 3 and return, 4 and return, 5 and return, 6 and return, 7 and return, 8 and return. Keeping the pelvis up, engaging the glutes, squeezing the inner thighs, pressing your belly button into your spine as much as possible, and rolling down 2 and 3 and 4. Very nice. Bring the knees into your chest. Feel that nice stretch all the way throughout. Perfect. We will go into one more set. So we will lift the body up, and we'll do 8 leg lifts with the right, and then go right into the left side all the way throughout. And go ahead and lift the body, 2, 3, 4, right leg. We go 1, return 2, 2, and back, and 3, and back, and 4, and back, and 5, and back, 6, and back, 7, and back, 8, other side. Left goes 1, return, and 2, return, 3, return, 4, return, 5, return, 6, return, 7, return, 8, return. Lift the pelvis nice and high, belly button into your spine, a little bit of a curvature in the low back, engaging the inner thighs, stretching from behind the knees, and lower, 2, 3, 4. Good. I hope you're all feeling that burn, because I know I am. Go ahead and bring the knees into your chest. Feel that nice stretch. Perfect. We're going to go into our push-ups. So we will bend the arms and hold for 8, then stretch the arms and hold for 8. Fingertips are facing away from your feet in the opposite direction. Placing the feet up once at a time, lifting up the body, making sure that you're not arching the back. And we hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and come back. Go ahead and go into a child's pose. Stretch back. Lengthen the arms away from your feet. Really breathe. Let the upper body collapse into the floor all the way throughout. Making sure we're still breathing, still breathing. Perfect. We're now going to go into our same exercise. We're going to go a little bit faster, and we're not going to place the foot on the chair anymore. We're just going to lift, stay off the chair, lift off the chair, lift off the chair. A little bit quicker, really engaging those inner thighs, really pressing the belly button into the spine. A little bit of a curvature in the low back, so you're not putting any pressure on that low back. Maintaining that inner thigh rotation all the way throughout, pressing the arms into the ground as much as possible. And here we go. Place your feet onto the chair, nice and turned out, toes facing away from the center of the body. Finding your arm placement. For this one, I'm going to do arms in a T, palms facing upward. Making sure that we're really nice and stable, engaging the inner thighs, engaging the core, engaging the glutes so that you're nice and stable and not rocking from side to side. Take a deep breath in, 2, 3, 4. Lift the body, 2, 3, 4. Here goes the right leg. 6, 7, and out, in, 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 place down, other side, out, in, 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 and stay. And we're going to do some body lifts. I'm going to move my arms to the first position just to make it a little bit harder, keeping everything in line. We go lift the body, 1, back, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Hold it up, 2, 3, 4, and lower, 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 lower. Bring the knees into the chest. Fantastic job. Keep breathing, keep breathing, keep breathing, keep breathing. Perfect. We're going to work from a Susu position, which means our legs are going to be stacked one on top of the other, squeezing the inner thighs together, the heels both facing towards the ceiling. We're going to point our feet, so it's going to be a nice cross position. I'll show you facing the camera, so you're just crossing the right leg on top. Crossing that right leg on top, you're going to work that leg, and you're going to lift that leg. 1, come back, 2, come back, 3, come back. We're going to do 16, and then we'll come down and rest, and then we'll switch the foot, and then we'll do 16 on the other side. So first one is the right leg crossed on top of the left leg, squeezing the inner thighs, still feeling that rotation, heels up towards your ceiling. Pressing down, either in a low V, T with palms down, T with palms up, or arms in first if you dare. I'm going to do arms in a low V. And your feet are pointed, stretching through the toes, and we lift. In, 2, 3, 4, lift the pelvis, 2, 3, right leg. We go 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, keeping the pelvis super stable. 9, and 10, and 11, and 12, and 13, and 14, and 15, and 16, and lower back down. Bring the knees into the chest. If you feel a little bit of stress behind the knee, you want to make sure that you're really engaging the glutes and the inner thighs and really, really using the core to lift the entire body and not just letting the entire weight of your body work from the legs. So you want to get that entire body all the way up, engaging that core all the way throughout. Placing your right leg on the chair, squeezing that left leg on top, and we have 16 lifts here. Deep breath in, 2, 3, 4, lift, 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Leg lifts on the left, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10, and 11, and 12, and 13, and 14, and 15, and 16, and lower back down, and bring the knees into your chest. Very good, and we're going to go into our push-up position. Go ahead and place. For this one, let's actually do a plank position, yes? Going into our plank, so either clasping the hands, placing them on the ground flat. I'm going to clasp and lift the entire body and holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and return. Good. Go ahead and stretch all the way through. Great job. And go ahead and grab a water break. Grab a little sip of water. Perfect. And we will go right into our leg lifts to 90 degrees. So we're going to go back to that same position. We're going to do our feet in first position, so not stacked on top of each other, side by side, turned out, toes facing away from the center of the body. Then we're going to lift the body, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to lift, 2, 3, 4, return, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. We want to make sure that that supporting leg stays nice and stretched from behind the knee, and we're not lifting the pelvis in order to get the leg up higher. So I would rather have your leg be not exactly at 90, but making sure that your pelvis is completely in line and you're really engaging that core and your glutes. So here we go. Deep breath in, 2, 3, 4. Lift the pelvis, 2, 3, starting with the right leg. Lift 1, 2, 3, 4. Return, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Return, 2, 3. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Return, 2, 3. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Return, 2, 3, 4. And lower. And bring the knees in so you stretch that left leg. Very nice. Perfect. And going back to that same position, feet in a first position, turned out, toes facing away from the center of the body. We will go into our left leg, 90-degree lift. And deep breath in, 2, 3, 4. Pelvis up, 2, 3. Left leg, 1, 2, 3, 4. Return, 2, 3, 4. Lift, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And left, 2, 3, 4. Return, 2, 3, 4. And left, 2, 3, 4. And back, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do some body lifts from the pelvis. Here we go. Arms in first if you want. And lift 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 more, and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and lower 2. Very nice. Awesome job. Bringing the knees into the chest. Make sure we're breathing all the way throughout. As you can hear me, I'm breathing heavily. Good, we're going to go into our push-up. So this time we will do our bend, 2, 3, 4, or holding straight, bend 2, straight, bend, and then relaxing and coming down. So go ahead and find your push-up position, making sure that the arm placement, the hands are right underneath the shoulders, stretching from behind, making sure that there's a little bit of a curvature in the low back so you're not arching your back, pressing into the floor through the palms of your hand. And find it. 1, 2, 3, 4, bend 1, 2, 3, 4. Stretch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A little harder, lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and return. Nice job. Stretch it back, child's pose position. Stretch the arms all the way throughout. Perfect. We're going to stretch the arms. So one arm across the body, the other one on top. Stretch that arm across. And open both. Switch. Other arm across, the other one on top. And one more time. Switch the arm. 2. And open. And other arm. Perfect. We're going to do the exact same exercise, except this time we're going to take it to the alsacone. So we're going to go open towards the side, keeping the pelvis completely stable all the way throughout. So I'm going to turn my chair so that you can see an overhead view of my leg, making sure that your pelvis, this one's very, very important, that your pelvis doesn't go with the leg. You want to make sure your pelvis is nice and stable, and it is just the leg that is working to the outside. Yes, so we will go. Show you on the ground. We'll lift to 90. We'll open. Don't let that pelvis go with you because you will timber right over. Open. We will return and come back. We will only do a few. So let me move my chair right over here. Perfect. Making sure you can still see me. Yes, you can. And deep breath in. 2, 3, 4. Lift the pelvis. 2, 3. Right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4. And lower. 2. Other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lower. 2. Right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lower. 2, 3. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4. And lower. 2, 3. Hip lifts. And 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, and 8. Arms. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Return and bring the knees into your chest. Awesome job. Making sure we're breathing all the way throughout the entire time. Perfect. I'm gonna stay here. I feel like this might be a bit of a better angle for you to all see. We're gonna do the same lift. We're gonna bring it in to passe. So how you're doing is bringing in, we'll start with the right leg, bringing that right leg, that foot attaches to the side of the knee, and then returning back. 3, 4, stabilize. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really focusing on rotating the inner thighs, making sure that your hips don't go with the leg, because then you timber over as well. So making sure that the pelvis is still nice and flat and facing up towards the ceiling. Inner thigh rotation, knee pressing out to the side. Here we go. Bring my chair in a little bit more. There we go. And we go. Deep breath in. 2, 3, 4. Lift. 1, 2, 3. Right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Return. 2, 3. Stabilize. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Return. 2, 3. Stabilize. Hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Return. 2, 3. Stabilize. Hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, return, 2, 3, and stabilize, 2 more, 1, 2, 3, 4, return, 2, 3, stabilize, last one, 1, 2, 3, 4, return, 2, 3, here we go in our lifts, and lift, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10, and 11, and 12, and 13, and 14, and 15, and 16. Hold here. Squeeze your inner thigh, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your core. Make sure you're breathing really hard for 12 counts. Ready, and squeeze. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Return. Nice job. Bring the knees into the chest. Fantastic. We're almost through with the entire workout. We're going to go into, we're going to do the lifts from the back now. So we're going to do the exact same lifts with the right leg, where we were on our back, lifting the pelvis, lifting the leg, 2, 3, 4. We're just going to do it either in a plank position, if that's easier for you, or in the push-up position if you want to go hardcore. Making sure that your pelvis is still flat, making sure that both, I call my pelvis the headlights. So my headlights are facing directly down when I'm in that push-up position, not letting the hips tilt all the way off. So making sure that we're nice and square all the way throughout. So we will start, and I will demonstrate. I will do 4 on the right, and then 4 on the left, just so you can see, and then we will do it together. So we will place up, and legs will be side by side. So 1 there, and then 1 on the other side. We'll go into that. 2, 3, 4, and we will go lift, and 2, and 3, and 4. Other side. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. Perfect. We're going to do them in 4s. We'll stretch the arm. And if you want, you can keep there. We're going to bend and do the 4. Do the 4. Stretch 1 more time. And we'll do 1 last set, and you can keep the arm straight or bend. Obviously, the lower you go into that push-up position, the better. Yes, making sure that our abs are nice and engaged, no arching through the back. So really, really thinking of pressing the belly button up towards the sky when you're in that push-up position. Really pressing through the palms of your hand in that push-up position so you don't have that tension in the shoulders. Same thing if you're in the plank. And remember, all of these exercises work on your yoga block or your stack of books. Yeah, here we go. Making sure that when you lift your leg, that your leg goes directly up and not out to the side. So a little bit harder so that your pelvis does not tilt from side to side. Perfect. Here we go. Let's try. So go ahead and find your push-up position. Place 1 foot so you know that you're reaching and you're actually on the chair. Perfect. And find it for 4 counts. And find 2, right leg, and we go 1, and lower, and 2, and lower, 3, and lower, 4, other side, left, and lower, 2, and lower, 3, and lower, 4, and lower, and go ahead and come off. Perfect. Stretch the arm across. Awesome. We're almost there. We're almost there. And open. And arm across. And open. Arch a little bit. And round a little bit. Perfect. I know I'm sweating, so hopefully you are too. So we will go 1 more time, 1 more set, 2 more sets actually, but this set we're going to go ahead and bend the arms if you'd like, or you can stay in that push-up position, or you can go to that plank, whichever one works for you. Everyone's different. It's still a nice workout, full body workout, no matter which version you do. Perfect, here we go. Really stretching both legs from behind the knees as you're lifting and stabilizing yourself on those legs. Here we go. Find that push-up position. And go ahead and find it. And bend the arms, right leg. 1 and lower, 2 and lower, 3 and lower, 4, other side. Left and lower, 2 and lower, 3 and lower, 4 and lower. Perfect. Bring it in and go ahead and stretch up and above. Grab that shoulder and stretch all the way through. Perfect. And open. And other side. And open and arch. And round over. Good. We're going to go into one last set. Making sure that you're really, really working super duper hard. Really breathing. I think we might do 6 on each side. I think we can do it. Yes, here we go. If you worked in that push-up position, try going a little bit lower. Or if you know you can't handle it without arching your back, go back to the straight arms or go to that plank. Either one's work. Here we go. And find that placement. Bend the arms. We go 1 and lower, 2 and lower, 3 and lower, 4 and lower, 5 and lower, 6, other side. 1 and lower, 2 and lower, 3 and lower, 4 and lower, 5 and lower, 6 and lower. Stretch it up and bring it back. You guys are rock stars. And stretch it across. 2, 3, 4, and open. Stretch to the other side. 2, 3, 4, and over. And bring it back. And over. Perfect. We're going to go into last workout, promise. We're going to go into some abs. You can do, I'll show you the different versions that we're going to do. You can keep your feet planted on the ground, or you can lift the legs and do the scissors, or just have your feet planted and lift one leg at a time so that you're super stable. So, version A, we'll go here. Move my chair so I don't hit myself. Feet are going to be nice and flexed. Scooch back a little bit. There we go. Arms are going to be out, palms forward. You're going to crunch round the back so it'll look like this from sideways. Nice rounded position, keeping the back off the ground. So finding that position, 2, 3, 4. Arms, and we will pulse the arms. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. We will lift one. We will lift the other. We will lift both. And then we will scissor 2, 3, 4. If the lifting of both is too hard, you may place one and just continue lifting 2, 3, 4. Lift 2, 3, 4. Lift 2, 3, 4. Either way, you're going to get a nice ab workout. Here we go. Make sure we're breathing all the way through. I'm going to do 2 breaths in, 2 breaths out. So in, in, and going all the way through. I'm probably going to be speaking, so I won't be doing it, but I will start you off. Yes? Sitting nice and tall on the sits bone, really stretching from behind the knees, toes facing up towards the sky or the ceiling, taking the arms out, and we round. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rotate the hands down, and we breathe. In, out, out. Ready, and in, in, in. Right leg up. Switch the leg. Switch the leg. Switch the leg. Both legs up and Almost there. You can do it. I think I changed your breaths. Just keep going. 2, 3, 4. Grab onto both hands and scissor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. You guys did amazing. Fantastic. Go ahead and reach up and take the arms forward. Stretch. Go ahead and lay back. Keep your feet planted on the floor. Cross over one leg. Reach through the other side. Grab onto that leg. If you want a little bit more of a stretch, stretch that leg. Grab it on top and bring the pelvis forward. And lower back down. Cross the other leg. Reach through. Grab around. A little bit more of a stretch. Bring that leg and stretch through. Perfect. Bring it through. Finishing off with a lunge, just so we get that nice stretch. Whichever leg is forward. Stretching that back knee. And stretching back. Taking it to center. Bending the legs. And stretching the legs. And bending. Taking it to the other side. And stretching. And coming back to center. Bend. Rolling up nice and slow. Neck and head are the last to come up. 2, 3, 4. Thank you very much for joining me. Hello, everybody at Anaheim. Hope you're having a good day. It's going to get better. Have a good one.